Yeah.
Well placed, should get a single. There'll be 1 run here for them.
The Kings get started with 1. I'm extremely excited to see how this match progresses. 2 sides that are really aggressive.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Keeper, keeper. Wait on.
A little late on that. No run scored.
3 runs added in that over. The Kings are 3 for none. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Wait on.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yep.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Bowler's end.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
Easy catch.
Yeah!
Didn't have to move, really.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle.
Yeah.
They will be looking for another quick wicket. The Kings weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Well, that was just a little bit wide. Well picked up. Let the ball do all the work, really, to ease it down towards third.
Yep.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer.
Keeper. Yep.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Wait!
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Drives and misses everything.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Beaten on the drive.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Misses everything.
Oh yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Avoided the fielders, one bounce and four, fantastic shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Edge, what a ball.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
End of the over, 8 off it. The Kings are 26 for 1. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Confident appeal, could it be? The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Well, the margin in this game can be so fine. The narrowest of margins sees the not-out decision stay.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. Gone, played all around it.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yes.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice bowling.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Patel coming into the attack from the north end. quick onto that in the infield.
Singh shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Big shout. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yes.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Up and over the top. There's always more room in the air. One bounce and four. Fantastic shot.
Wait.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Super shot.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Wait on.
Patel has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. The Capitals are now allowed 5 fielders outside the circle.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yes.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Well bowled.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
Wait.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Edged it. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Decisive running might have got them 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Wait.
That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. The Kings are 45 for 2. Patel from the north end.
Some adjustments to the field.
Going with spin now.
Yep. Yep.
It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
Waiting.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Yeah. Shit.
Gone, it's a good catch.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has indeed been a good innings.
Yes.
Neville takes guard. been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Immediately underway with some runs.
An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it. Patel with the ball in hand again.
Wait on.
Neville will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Waiting.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Yep.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep. Yep.
Some width on offer, but didn't throw the bat at it and just made sure of the cut shot.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters.
Yes.
A couple on offer here.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think. Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Wait. Yep, yep.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Oh.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight,
Yes.
and made it hard to score runs. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Doesn't beat the infield.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Wait.
Stoinis shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Wait. Yep.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
Yes.
Nicely played.
How easy was that? A pickup drive all the way for 6.
Yep.
Probably should have gotten back for a second there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
Brilliant diving stop.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Yep. Keeper.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. Confused on what that delivery was meant to be. Terrible bowling. Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
9 runs added in that over. The Kings are 75 for 4.
With the changes in the field, the captain looks to be going for a more balanced approach.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Wait. Yes.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Patel will be disappointed with that delivery.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Wait. Yes.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
End of the over. 7 off it. The Kings are 82 for 4. Lovely bowling.
Nice bowling.
Just great bowling. Gets the ball to turn and it just misses the stumps.
Yep. Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yeah.
Just about timed that perfectly.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting.
Wait on.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Massive edge.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Times it nicely.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
I like this field choice. A good move, I'd say.
Yes.
Brilliant shot, that.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yes.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yes.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these.
Solid partnership. 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and we'll want to push on from here. That's a really good half-century. Ensured the strike rate's maintained. Was pushed on really, really well. Going more defensive now with the field choice.
Yes.
Great shot, great timing.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yes.
Really good shot there.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do but watch as the ball goes all over the ground. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's a very difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Waiting. Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Bowler, bowler.
Trouble. Oh, gone.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Yes.
Chance to run 2.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yes.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yes.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
A few moves made in the field.
Going with pace now.
Yep, yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yep.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away. A change to the field, going very defensive.
Stoinis has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Wait.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yes. Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep. Wait. Yep.
There's trouble here.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Over. The Kings are 140 for 5.
Yes.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Wait. Yep.
They'd look for a couple here. Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
It was the right shot in the end, but didn't get the timing right to get it away.
Yep.
Loud appeal.
Yep.
Perfectly timed.
What a lovely shot, and it flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling.
Thick edge.
Jansen shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
End of the over. 9 off it. The Kings are 149 for 5. Edge. Unplayable. And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yep.
Really? That's just wasting everyone's time. Out! What a catch!
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Drives and misses everything.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Content just to knock it around that over. 2 added to the total. The Kings are 151 for 8. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer.
And with that, they're off the mark.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Keeper, keeper.
A couple on offer here.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yeah, yeah.
There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Wait there. Yeah.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Ball is in.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. The Kings are 157 for 8. And the innings comes to an end. The Capitals will need 158 runs.
Yeah, yeah. Keeper.
Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder. This could be trouble.
Nair gets off the mark.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or 2 to slow things down again. Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
That's the over. The Capitals are 12 for none. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Wait there.
Doesn't beat the infield. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
That was a super shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but just put away.
Wait on.
Nicely played.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Jansen with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
10 runs added there. The Capitals are 22 for none. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Absolutely nailed it.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting. Middle that one, great timing.
Jumped all over the slower ball. It only gave them more time to see it and make sure of it.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Well, that was just a little bit wide. Well picked up, let the ball do all the work really to ease it down towards third. Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Right out of the middle.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Jansen from the north end.
Oh, well bowled.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yes.
Super shot that.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between these
That's
two.
the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team. Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Times it nicely.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Gets onto the back foot quickly, and that's just flown.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Wait on.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Out! Yeah! Good catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Wait. Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
They've played the most brilliant innings here, which could well have turned this match around. It's certainly entertained this crowd, who's loved every minute of it.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Patel will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Hit that hard, nailed it.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Patel didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Good bit of timing there.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Catch it. Yep.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's incredible. Just the power on that shot. That's the sort of thing you want to see in the crowd when you come to the cricket.
Catch it.
Nice shot.
Good batting, lovely timing. Hardly even lent on it. Was always headed for the boundary.
That ends the power play. The captain with a bit more freedom in the field now. 5 fielders are now able to be moved outside the circle.
Yep.
Very sweet off the bat and 4 all the way.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Wait there.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Brilliant shot, that.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Finds the fielder with that shot. Massive chance.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break. It up.
Timed that brilliantly.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Strong appeal.
Really tried to push the scoring along and managed to do so for a while, but in the end, it's just one risk too many.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Loud shout. It was full enough and shaping like it's going to hit. This is close.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Impact outside the line. Easy decision for the third umpire.
A brilliant decision to review. They bat on.
Wait there.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Over. The Capitals are 128 for 3. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yes.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
It was full and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
Oh, nice bowling.
Umpire signals wide. Such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong.
Whip.
Great shot through the gap.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
Yep, yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. It's too easy just to glance the ball off the pads and take the easy runs.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Really good shot there.
Overpitched and punched down the ground. Brilliant batting.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again.
Wait there.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run-out in the end.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Super piece of timing.
That one they got hold of. The slower ball didn't work and it went all the way.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Well placed. Should get a single. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yes.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
And that marks the end of the match. The Delhi Demons...
The match comes to a close and they've done exactly what they can.